Hey everybody, it's Friday, it's Yappy Hour, yay! Let's not jump off the table there, Bonnie. Wow, TGIF. This is our 12th episode and our final one for the summer season, so we're really excited if you've joined us again or if you've tuned in for the first time. And Bronny is like right there, front and center. He's, ready for his screen time. I'm Melanie, Nectar of the Dog's Wine. This is Bronny and Vinny, and we are here today to tell you a little bit about who we are, what we do, and why we do what we do. We are Nectar of the Dog's Wine, and we co-founded this company in 2015, really inspired by the love of the dogs that changed our lives, that passed on to the Rainbow Bridge. We created the company with the intention to give back to dog rescue organization. So every wine that we create is a limited edition varietal. We work with small producing wineries in the Central Coast and Central Valley of California, and really just creating easy drinking wines for lots of people to enjoy so that we're able to sell a lot of wine and give back money to rescue. If you have tried our wine, or if you have not tried our wine, you should. But if you look at the label, you'll see that there are dogs on the label, and all the dogs did belong to us. They passed on to the Rainbow Bridge. And here are just 4 of the dogs. And this is Connie and Clyde and Floyd and Mika. These are the dogs that belong to my husband and I. And again, the inspiration for my part of founding this company. Here's the label here. All the dogs there. And so we just released our 10th varietal. We did a Rosé Pinot Noir. We released that, I think, last November. And we're coming out with 2 new varietals this summer, so we're really super excited about that. I can't believe how awake he is. He's just like right there. So here at Nectar of the Dog's Wine, we like to say it's not really drinking alone if your dog is with you. Case and point. Here's my wine. Here are my dogs. Usually sleeping, but awake today. In light of COVID, obviously, I'm here in studio alone and not able to have my friends here. So let's talk to Monica over in Northridge, my director of PR. Monica, happy Friday.
Happy Friday, Mel.
Cheers.
I can't believe how awake the dogs are right now.
You can't believe how awake the dogs are.
I've never seen this before.
I know, right? They usually are like sleeping right before we start. So I'm excited, although Vinny looks like he's about to fall asleep here.
Yeah.
So Monica, what are we drinking this week?
Well, this week we're drinking our 3 Dogs White, our white blend, which is one of my favorites. It is delicious. Our white blend is predominantly Viognier with some Gewürztraminer and just a kiss of late harvest muscat canelli. It brings a really great balance to the wine. It is so delicious. And if you're wondering, Viognier, it's got a lot of similarities to Chardonnay, where Chardonnay tends to be a little bit more explosive on the start and ends with that creamy, savory note. The Viognier, on the other hand, often has a much softer start that kind of builds into an oily feel on the end, on the mid palate, then gives kind of that limey tangerine note. So it's similar to like a bitter citrus rind at the finish. So you're gonna love this white blend. It is so delicious. One of my favorites, like I said, perfect for the summer. Go out and get your 3 Dogs White. 30% discount, I believe we're still doing, Melanie.
We are. We are, Monica. You know, back when we started this in April, I can't believe it's been 3 months already. But we started this with, because remember, we were all holed up drinking, and we thought, well, if we're going to be drinking, we should drink for a great cause anyway. And I'm really fortunate that my husband owns a production company with lots of awesome gear. So we set up studio in here, really just with the intention of trying to get the word out about these various organizations and our wine. And it's been good. So I wanted to try to help stimulate the economy and then obviously help people who might be, struggling a bit. And so we've been doing the 30% case discount since April, but we are going to end that in June. So get your wine now while it's still a bargain. And yeah, so
And a portion of the proceeds goes to dog rescue organizations. So you get a little bit for yourself, and you're giving a little bit back to dogs in need. So it's definitely
that's
a great cause.
absolutely, you can click the shop now button or go to Nectar of the Dogs Wine to get yours today. And, I want to just point out, I'm really excited to mention this. And since this is our last episode for the summer and we're not going to be talking in July, we just had our first review with the tasting panel. And she actually, Meredith May, she's the publisher and the editorial director, she tasted the Three Dogs White and she said all of this wonderful stuff about it. She's a
She
huge.
loved it. Yes,
She
her email back was that she loved the wine, like the rest of us do. So you should go out and buy some Three Dogs White because it's perfect for the summer and it's so great. It's got that high acidity, which is very refreshing, especially in the heat of the summer. So definitely get some Three Dogs White and some of our other varietals. It's so great and 30% off. Like Mel said, it's not going to be forever. So it's going to end at the end of the month. Is that right, Mel?
That is right. That is right. So look for us in the July-August edition. We're actually going to be in the print edition. And our, celebrity Vinny is actually, he made his feature debut in the magazine. So you'll see him there. So 92 points plus 4 tail wags. We're really, really excited and proud of this wine. And I also had something else to really be excited about and share. So, at the beginning of the year, we got some distribution in Cornell Winery. And there we met Geraldine, who there's a little bit of a tie with Geraldine and our guest today. And I'll tell you about that. But yeah, we're in Cornell Winery. And then, of course, COVID hit. So they had to shut down. And guess what, Monica? We are back. We are back at Cornell Winery.
Yes, I'm so excited that Cornell's back open. Cornell's amazing. It's a beautiful site. It's just kind of tucked away back there in the Santa Monica Mountains. So, what a great getaway. And, of course, they have the restrictions in place. And it's a great place to go and taste some wine, especially some Nectar of the Dogs wine. So, get out there.
Absolutely. Yeah. Tim is awesome. That's where we met Geraldine of Chiquita's Friends, who was actually our first guest here. And Geraldine, she is the reason that we are going to be speaking to Alison from Eastwood Foundation because they're friends. And so thank you, Geraldine, for connecting us. And we'll talk to Alison in just a few. But I wanted to mention, we give back to dog rescue organization, right? And we have some longstanding relationships with some organizations like All American Dachshund Rescue, which is where Bronny and Vinny came from.
Yeah.
Bark Party is one of our core organizations. Chiquita's Friends, as I mentioned, SPCA LA. And we had some new ones that we featured. Like who, Monica?
We do. Like Live Love Animal Rescue in Long Beach. They were fantastic. They do some really, really great work. Definitely look them up. Good Sense Dogs in Sacramento is an amazing organization. Not a traditional rescue, but they do amazing, incredible work. Canine Youth Alliance in Pasadena, also just inspiring what they do there with underprivileged youth and dogs. And of course, Love at First Mutt.
Love at First Mutt. Yeah, Marina was just awesome. And she actually, she sent us a video. And so I wanted to show that. She just wanted to show her appreciation and give us an update on some of the dogs that got rescued. So let's take a look at Marina.
Hi guys, happy Friday. It's Marina from Love at First Mutt Rescue. I have Tofu here behind me taking a little nap. I wanted to reach out and say thank you so much for your donation. Thank you to all your supporters and our supporters that continue to purchase Nectar of the Dogs wine, where some of the proceeds go to help nonprofit organizations like ours. I wanted to give you guys an update on some of our dogs that we introduced during wine time. We had some awesome adoptions since then. Romeo, Harvey, and Zoe have all found amazing forever homes. Maury is still waiting for his forever family, so check out our website to learn more about him and see our other available dogs. I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. Stay safe, everyone.
She was so sweet. Oh my gosh, did you see her little Tofu? He was taking a nap and then he's like, wait a minute.
Cute.
You're making a lot of noise. I need to move.
I love Marina. She's so sweet. Mm-hmm. They do great work at Love at First Mutt.
Yeah, so these are some of the dogs that she was talking about. Mama Zoe with her puppies, and she actually told me that the puppies are adopted and they'll be going to their forever homes in a couple of weeks. And that's Harvey, and that's little Peanut there. She forgot to mention Peanut, but Peanut, yeah, he got adopted too. So, I'm really glad that we were able to help shine a light on this wonderful organization and give some money back to them as well. So, yay, cheers to that.
That's what we love to do, right?
We love to do. Geraldine has puppies again. Hi, Geraldine. I'm glad you're watching, and let's get those puppies adopted. So, what?
More puppies with Chiquita's friends?
More puppies with Chiquita's friends, yes.
Oh, so great.
So next up, I want to introduce everybody to Alison Eastwood. She's the founder of Eastwood Ranch Foundation. We met her, again, through Geraldine, a recommendation, and we spoke to her a couple days ago, and I think she might be like one of my new favorite people. But the Eastwood Ranch Foundation, the foundation's goal is not only to rescue animals from high-kill shelters, but to help reduce pet overpopulation and increase pet adoptions through campaigns, events, education, spay-neuter programs, and rescue partnerships. They believe that by developing strategic alliances with other nonprofits and rescue groups, together they can all make a greater impact on animal welfare and save more lives. So you can visit eastwoodranch.org to learn more. But I would like to introduce you to Alison. So Alison, how are you? Where are you?
I'm here.
Video. We hear you, Alison.
I'm here.
You know what? Actually, Okay, before we meet Alison, I just psych you guys. I have a wonderful video that I want to show you guys, so let's take a peek.
All right. Our connection with animals is so amazing. I mean, if you have a pet, you know how unconditional their love is. It's magical. Our dogs and cats are our family. And to think that there are so many wonderful pets out there that don't get a chance to find a loving home is really heartbreaking. I founded Eastwood Ranch in 2012 after I became painfully aware of the problems in our shelter system in Southern California. Unfortunately, shelters are a little bit like a prison. Animals are kept behind bars, on concrete floors, and just in Southern California alone, we euthanize thousands of pets every month that could be adopted into loving family homes. When I saw what was going on in our shelter systems, I was angry, I was flabbergasted, I didn't know what to do, and that prompted me to decide that I needed to be part of a solution. So since 2012, Eastwood Ranch has helped facilitate the rescue of almost 1,000 animals.
So these were the first pulls for the day.
But then you go back and the shelters are full again. We need to do more than just rescue. And that's why we are building a new rescue facility and adoption center. This state-of-the-art facility in Agora Hills will be a calm and serene place for animals to decompress after the stress and trauma of being in a chaotic shelter. What this facility will do is provide temporary housing, veterinarian care, rehabilitation, and a sanctuary until pets can be placed into their permanent homes. Our goal is to rescue over 500 animals a year. The great thing about this facility is that dogs will spend their days interacting with other dogs and volunteers and potential adopters in indoor-outdoor areas and even in a swimming pool. We're going to have an indoor cattery and an outdoor cattery where cats can socialize with each other and spend time with people so that they can understand what it's like to be in a home. This facility isn't just for animals. The facility is really going to be about connecting people and animals together. We want to serve our community and we want to create a place where people can come and volunteer and help out on a daily basis, get training tips, We support spay and neuter clinics, a place where people can find their new family member. But really, it's a place where people can make a difference. Shelter pets have a certain amount of gratefulness. When I go into a shelter and I pull animals, they look at me and I know that they know they were just rescued. The looks on their little faces, they just want to be loved and taken care of by you. As people, we have a responsibility to take care of these animals that don't have a voice. These animals that may have been neglected or unwanted or unloved. You know, it's up to us to protect them. We are so excited about taking our rescue to the next level and helping save more animals. Please consider donating to our new facility. We couldn't do it without your support. We want to save more beautiful pets like Bacchus here. Thank you.
Okay, everybody was paying attention now, and wow, Allison, welcome to Wine Time. Cheers.
Cheers. Thank you, ladies, for having me on.
Absolutely. You know, I've watched that video a few times now, and it's just, first of all, it's beautifully done. It's really inspiring. And, you know, usually the first question that I ask my guests is, what was the inspiration for you to start the organization? Seems like you touched on that. It's beautiful. Tell us just a little bit more about it.
Well, I've always been an animal lover ever since I was a little girl. I don't know where it came from, and people have often asked, like, well, why animals, or why not whatever? And I don't know. It just was like inherent in me. And my parents are both nature lovers and animal lovers. So as I got older, into my 30s, I wanted to start developing film and TV projects that would help shed light on what was going on with, you know, animals and nature. And basically, that's how I sort of got into rescue. I co-created a show that got sold on National Geographic called Animal Intervention, where we were helping rescue and rehome exotic animals, which obviously is different than dogs and cats, but it got me into doing something in Los Angeles, where I live, and hopefully making a difference in our community, and sort of starting here and hopefully, you know, resonating out into the rest of the world was what I wanted to do with the rescue.
And I think you are doing that, and will continue to do that. And it's so amazing. You know, it's, I usually like animals more than I like people, but it's just,
especially now.
especially now.
I hate to say it, but I was like, you know, maybe not being around people right now is actually a good thing.
It's true. So, tell me just now, we spoke a little bit earlier, and you were saying that you obviously founded this in 2012, and then you rely on like fosters, and so you don't have the brick and mortar, but that's the goal that you are trying to attain with that beautiful facility, the rescue facility and adoption center in Agora. So, you know, how do you operate now? And let me ask you this, COVID, I mean, some of the guests we've had on, it's been really great for them because we know the shelters have been cleared, others not so much. How has it really affected what you're doing?
Well, I mean, look, it's been great in one way. We've had a lot of adoptions in the last 3 months, kittens, dogs, cats, I mean, everything. We had a pit bull that we had had for almost 2 years, and finally it got adopted during this time. So it's been a great time in one way, but, you know, obviously we're sort of in the rescue community waiting for the other shoe to drop. I mean, when the shelters open up and people have lost their jobs and there's not a lot of money out there, like, are they going to start dumping animals? So it's, you know, it's never smooth sailing in rescue. Let's just say that you never can feel truly positive or that it's all going in the right direction, because, you know, it just has its cyclical ups and downs. And right now it's kitten season, and I mean, there's a lot going on still. It's, it's sort of a mixed bag, I guess, with everything. And like most people have felt during this time, there are some great moments of being able to just, reconnect with yourself and do your own thing and hang out with animals or your family or whoever you're quarantining with. But then yet what happens when we open up and try to go back into what, we would consider, a normal life. So
Right.
I know I'm trying to be I'm trying to be positive and optimistic, but I'm still a little wary of what's going to happen in the next few months, especially with the shelters opening up in Southern California.
Yeah, I think
Is there a difference between placing dogs and cats? Like, is one easier than the other, or is it equally as difficult?
I mean, so the one problem we've had during this is that we haven't really been able to do home checks. Now, that was a big thing for our rescue. We like to do home checks. It takes 2 seconds. We walk in, want to see your yard or your apartment or whatever your house. It's not a big deal, but we haven't been able to do that. So that's obviously an issue. And with cats and dogs at this point, I get a great application. I talk to them. We FaceTime, we Skype, or whatever it is, and then I basically just drop the animal off at their home, and we don't really have a lot of interaction, which is not typically how we like to do our adoptions. But, we want to still adopt dogs out, and we want people to, adopt. And so we're going to have to sort of adapt to the whole situation. So it's been a little odd, but it's not really, I guess cats might be slightly easier. I don't know, really. I mean, it's both been the same. I mean, I'm literally dropping an animal off in a crate that's sanitized with like a mask on, and they're coming to pick it up, and I'm not really shaking hands or talking to them closely. It's all through FaceTime and Zoom and Skype. So it's a different way of adopting out, but it's been working. We've had a lot of success. I mean, no one has had a problem so far.
That's great.
Great.
Yeah.
Really, really great. So I see a few dogs that you actually do have here for adoption. Let's take a look at Casper and Zoe and Buddy and Darby. You want to tell us a little bit about these beautiful pups?
Yeah, well, they are, they're all from shelters, and some of them have been available for a while. We did have a huge adoption rush during the pandemic, so a lot of our more highly adoptable dogs went right out the door quickly. Zoe and Buddy have a little more special needs. Zoe is got some prey drive, but she's a cattle dog, but she's super smart. She's not really good with other dogs. Buddy's great with other dogs, but he has a little bit of separation anxiety. So he needs somebody that can maybe even use him as like a service dog, or somebody that's going to be home all the time. Darby, we just rescued. She is a really cute, pit bull, chocolate lab mix, and she's highly adoptable, very playful. Casper's really sweet. He came to us very sort of fearful. So we take a lot of dogs that, aren't necessarily the most, like, they're not ready to go. And so some of them are projects. And so we've had some project dogs, like Buddy is a project dog. And Buddy's been with a foster now for about 6 months, and now he's ready to go. So it took 6 months for Buddy to be ready to get adopted into a regular family home. So
they're all so beautiful, and I wish that they find their forever homes very soon.
And then I have guys, so
the kittens.
Cute baby.
Time he's purring away.
So sweet.
Very cute.
He'll be right down here if you want to see him again.
Monica has two cats, but she actually did rescue a dog at Geraldine's event back in February at Cornell. So.
Yeah. I have a dog and have 2 cats, and they've been trying to, cohabitate. It's a little challenging, but it's been fun.
It's challenging. I mean, a lot of this is challenging. And then, like I was saying, a lot of the dogs that you get from shelters, they're not just like, oh, they're great dogs. I mean, they're great dogs, but they're not like great for moving into a family right away. They need some TLC. They need some fostering. they need some, maybe some training, behavioral stuff. And, so that can take some time and stuff. Dogs and cats don't always get along.
Yeah, I think that I've been a dog owner for many many years now, and but not everybody really understands what it takes to bring in a dog or a cat. I think people who adopt, just wonderful, but fostering is really important too. Let's talk a little bit about this next slide you have here, the foster fur kids. What's that all about?
So fosterfurkids.com is a website that my rescue partner and I started. And it's basically it's completely free. It's free to rescues, and it's free to anyone who wants to be a foster or possibly a transporter. So you can sign up there, you create a profile, and you put in your zip code. And that's how you can sign up to be a foster. So any sort of rescue or even a shelter can sign up. Then you're on the list to be called to either foster or transport, and you just directly communicate with them. So it's really just a matchmaking service that we created because we felt like there wasn't really anything like that, and we wanted it to be free. We host the site, just, again, we don't have any skin in the game. We host it and we let people sign up, and it's like a Match.com without the human romance.
It's probably better then.
Animal love, and so that's important to us, that we create something that people nationwide, you could be anywhere. It's still a growing website, so we're still looking. If you're out there and you're a rescue or you want to be a foster, you can go and sign up anytime. And it's, like I said, it's free. It's just a database for people to meet each other so that we can get more fosters, more transporters, and, basically more lives saved.
That's very cool.
Because some people should be partnered with a lovable pet rather than, questionable partner.
Yeah, exactly.
Good point, Monica. Good point.
Yeah.
With unconditional love.
So, it's everything you're doing here just sounds so wonderful and so amazing. I've been saying to my guests, we created this company, like I said, to create easy drinking wine so we can sell wine with the intention of giving back.
Can I interrupt you?
Yes.
By the way, my glass, it says best cat mom ever. So.
Mine says nectar of the dogs, but
I don't think I'm the best cat mom ever, but I do love the wine. By the way, I am drinking the rosé of Pinot Noir, and it is excellent. And then you can see that it's half drunk.
We like that. It's easy drinking. Yeah. As I mentioned, we work with.
I'll be asleep by 9.
Trust me, a lot of bottles go down way too easy by myself. So you're in.
Great wine. I think what you're doing is great, and I think the wine is good. I tried the 3-Dog White. I really like that as well. It's really easy, drinkable, smooth, gorgeous wine. It's just simple. You don't have to be an aficionado or anything. It's just like, people who might even not particularly like wine because it might be too acidy or bitter. This is smooth, easy. It's great to drink. So I look forward to finishing the other bottle this week.
Thank you very much. And when you're ready for more, well, you know where to go. So
I know where to find you.
You know where to find me.
Yes.
We're really happy and excited that we are going to be able to give back. It looks like you have some really cool shirts as well. I think people can obviously go to eastwoodranch.org and donate directly, but these are some shirts that you have for sale, I'm guessing.
Yes, we have some shirts for sale. We only have a couple, but they're cute. And I've been wearing them. I love them. They fit well, and they've got the whole hashtags and all the fun stuff in the front and the back. So, if you buy a shirt, most of the proceeds go to, our rescue to help us rescue more dogs and cats from high kill shelters. And obviously, if you buy your guys' wine, your gal's wine, and then some of the proceeds will go to help our rescue as well. So
Absolutely.
And we have a question from Tonette. Do you guys also adopt out of state, or are you typically just in state of the California?
We have adopted out of state and we will. It just, right now, it's obviously a little difficult with everything, but we have. And we do a lot of transport. So we transport, cats and dogs that need, we just can't continue to take in, and there's a need here. So then we transport to other states, Oregon, Washington, Idaho, British Columbia, Vancouver. I mean, so yes, we will if it works out. We had actually a really cute dog last year, just before all this stuff happened. A really cute little Chihuahua that went to upstate New York. And it was a friend of a friend, and they said, we really want this dog. And I thought, God, that's so far. But we put the dog, she came out and she got the dog and flew it back under the seat with her. And they are so madly in love with this Chihuahua mix. And they even got it a little coat to wear, during the winters of upstate New York. And I thought, how cute. I mean, they're so into it. And they send me videos still. So we do. It's just, it's not typical, but we do. That was a long answer. Sorry.
Good to know. No, it's good to know.
It's complicated, right? We understand. Oh, look at that baby.
I know.
So that's it. Just beautiful, amazing, and what I was saying is we created this company obviously to do our part to help give back. But I people like you and the wonderful people that we've met along this 12-week journey, I just can't thank you enough because, you guys are the ones, you ladies are the ones out there really putting a voice to help these animals. And that's really what it's all about. I mean, I just, God bless you for all that you do. And cheers to that.
Well, cheers to that.
So let's this is how we can get a hold of Eastwood Ranch Foundation. You can find them on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. It looks like there. Any questions there, eastwoodranch.org, and I'm sure Alison will answer all of those personally because she's awesome. So let's all help.
Wait, what? Answer all the emails now?
Alison, I just want to thank you so much. It's been beautiful to learn about the story, and I really hope that we can just continue on when we are able to do live events again, partner somehow. When your rescue facility adoption center opens up, we'd love to be a part of it. Anything we can do to help. So, cheers to you.
On whatever we need to do.
Everybody out there, adopt, don't shop. There's so many beautiful animals. You can get a gorgeous animal anytime at a shelter. You just got to put a little bit of effort into it if you can't find exactly what you want, or be patient. But thank you for what you do as well. Cheers.
Cheers. Absolutely.
Thank you for everything you do. Cheers.
So I want to let everybody know that the wine and candle sales throughout the month of June are going to benefit Eastwood Ranch Foundation. So let's spread the word. Let's buy lots of wine. We still have the 30% case discounts. You can order your wine today by going to the website, nectarofthedogswine.com, or click the Shop Now button right there on Facebook. We had some events on the calendar that got canceled, but hopefully we have a couple coming up in August, and you'll be able to find out about that by following us on Instagram at Nectar of the Dogs Wine. And as I mentioned, this is our last episode for the season, but we're going to plan to come back in fall because, we really want to continue just to spread the word on wonderful organizations. So if you have an organization, or if you know somebody who would like to be featured here on Wine Time with us, email me or Monica at Nectar of the Dogs Wine, and we will do that. As I mentioned, our events have been canceled. So Monica, what are we doing in the meantime?
Well, hopefully we have the 2 events still coming up in Ventura and LA Wine Fest in Long Beach. Fingers crossed, but things are looking a little shaky. So in the meantime, if you want to stay home and stay safe, we do have virtual wine tastings available, private. It's just a 4-bottle minimum. There are our 5 varietals that are currently available. We have 1 red, 2 rosés, a white blend, and our Chardonnay. Just purchase 4 bottles minimum, as I mentioned, or we have 30% off on cases. So get a whole case if you want, mix and match. Any varietals that you'd like, get in touch with Melanie or I, and we'll coordinate a date and a time for us to join you on Zoom, Facebook, Skype, whatever works for you, to walk you through all of the varietals and talk about our wines, talk about our story, and our mission to help support dog rescue organizations. So your purchase will help give back to dog rescues. Any purchases that result from your wine tasting, anyone that joins you and wants to purchase wine, those purchases will result in some donations back to dog rescues.
That is amazing.
It is.
So I want to just introduce a couple of special people here. Before I actually point them out,
Again.
she's here again. But I want to just
sparkly, beautiful dress. Hi, Ella.
It's all sparkly. Before we talk about Isla and Ella, I want to just let people know, we can only ship wine in the state of California and Nevada, but we also have these beautiful candles here that Bob is going to focus in on. They come in 2 different sizes. I have large and small. The large is 140 burn hours. The small is 110. They're 100% soy burning, and they smell beautiful. There's different scents, so you can go to the website and check them out. So if you don't drink wine, or if you live outside of California or Nevada, you can still buy the candles and drink or burn candles for a great cause. So yes, this is my niece Ella, and this is Isla. So Isla was one of the Tijuana street dogs, remember, that Geraldine rescued from Tijuana. Her name was Dilly back then, right?
Yeah, I think it was Dilly.
It was Dilly. And now her name is Isla.
Isla Isabella Cutie Gray.
Isla Isabella Cutie Gray. So, she's, wonderful part of the family. Her and Bronny and Vinny are best friends. And so they wanted to come and check it out. And I think they were here a couple weeks ago.
McAdoo's girlfriend.
McAdoo's girlfriend. So let's just show a picture here of all these wonderful dogs. As I mentioned, we're taking a little bit of a break for the summer. We'll be back in the fall, but McAdoo's there in the middle. There's Bronny and Vinny, and then some of our other friends, wonderful dogs. This is what it's all about, giving back. And let's just bring Alison on one more time. I just want to thank her. There she is.
Hey, I'm still here.
She's still there with her cats. And the bottle is probably almost gone. So
I know. The bottle disappeared. I had to throw it away because it's empty.
Well, thank you again, Alison. So wonderful to meet you and learn of your story.
You. Cheers, cheers, ladies. I really appreciate it. I appreciate the wine, and I appreciate the show, and I appreciate any donations. If you guys out there on Facebook or anywhere else want to buy some wine to support our dog rescue, I hope we can go maybe more than June, since we only have a couple of days in June left. So
we can probably extend something like that.
Yeah,
so
I think we'll extend it after the 4th of July.
All right, everybody. Have a wonderful weekend. Stay safe. We'll be in touch, and hope we get to hang out together soon in person. So
thank you.
May dogs continue to bless your life. Cheers, everybody.
Bye. Cheers. Happy Friday.
Happy Friday.
Bye.